Hi there.
Sure.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Um, yeah. Before I begin, I do want to show you guys something that I mentioned I would get in your farewell fireside before obviously you guys came back.
Yeah. Oh shit. No way.
Whoa!
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God,
I just,
That's so sick.
dude!
I'm a big fan, so
Can you send a picture of that somewhere?
yeah. I can, if you want, I can send it in like the email or something.
Yeah, that would be great. That's
That's
awesome.
perfect. That's
That's so
so
cool.
cool.
I've never seen like a death metal tattoo before, I think. That's awesome. Looks great too. So cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And if that obviously sways you to at all,
Yeah.
Well, now we gotta.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like otherwise you've let me down, and I have got
Yeah.
you like imprinted on me for
And
life
you're getting
now.
it
Oh
removed.
no.
Yeah.
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 You're lopping the arm off.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
gone. It's
that's
gone.
tough. Yeah.
So I have like images, but it's not like a PowerPoint. It's more just like talking points and just discussing and
Yeah.
stuff like
Sure.
that. Let me just get that up. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the idea is Lucy Heartfilia versus Alear, Fairy Tale versus Fire Emblem. I know you both are like kind of familiar with Fairy Tale,
Yeah.
but I don't know how familiar you guys are with Fire Emblem.
No, nowhere near as much.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as you can probably tell, because Lucy's here, it's a summoner fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just. Yeah, so basically, both characters can summon like entities or spirits and stuff from a set of items that come in a set of 12. There are more that they can use, but like the main ones come from like a set of 12. So
And Alear's is like all the previous Fire Emblem Pro tags, right?
yeah, well, not all of them, just because some games have more than
Yeah.
one, but it's like it'll be one of the main ones.
Yeah.
So it's one from each title because it was
Mm.
like a celebration title of the
Yeah.
franchise. So obviously you've got some characters like Lucy can summon characters like Aquarius who can use water magic. Horologium who can like warp her out of a dangerous attack. She's got slight spoilers, I know, but the guy with the horns and the blue hair is her latest one that she's managed to acquire, which is as of 2 chapters ago, which is the Water Dragon God. So she got that's quite a big amp for her in terms of what she can do. And
Okay.
obviously she can sacrifice a key to summon the Celestial Spirit King. So obviously if things get a bit dire, she can do that. Alear can then summon basically Alear can have an emblem synced with her, which basically allows her to like gain some of the skills they've got. So basically, like if she's got Marth out, she can her speed increases. If she's got Roy out, she basically has a focus sash from Pokemon. Um, if she's got Sigurd out, basically she's more mobile, stuff like that.
Hmm.
But there is a difference between like how they summon, well, or like the attributes of their summons. So like Lucy can have like up to 3 at once. Alear is limited to just one at a time. But
Mm.
Lucy, obviously, just by having them out, doesn't gain any benefits to herself other than having a teammate. Whereas Alear gets like those buffs alongside having a teammate. Uh,
Gotcha.
and then, oh, let me. And then obviously, both of them also have the thing of where they can channel their summon into themselves, essentially to like gain more of their attributes and powers. Obviously, I know you guys are slightly familiar with Fairy Tail, so I won't go into her as much with that. Because, but obviously, she can summon them and then use their powers. In the latest series, the sequel series, she's gained the ability to channel two into one dress at a time.
Mm.
So basically, she can like combine their powers. So this also allows her to. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I haven't mentioned I'm recording this.
Oh, that's fine. You're
You're
good.
good. Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, that's
No,
cool.
no, I know. It just dawned on me, so I'm really nervous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're good.
No worries.
But basically, she can then like combine their powers. So there's a spell in the series called Gottfried, which is basically like it requires 3 people to cast it. It's that powerful. By channeling Aquarius and Gemini, she can make water clones of herself and other characters, and basically allows her to single-handedly cast this one attack.
Hmm.
So even though she's possibly like arguably the weakest character of the main cast, she has access to what is potentially the single most powerful attack in the franchise. And then Alear can basically combine with her summons as well. But Lucy, when she combines with them, she doesn't need to have them summoned in order to do it, or she does, and when she channels their magic, the summon doesn't disappear. When Alear engages, the emblem fuses into her, and essentially they become one entity. But then she gets even more abilities and attacks that she can use. Like she can make clones of herself if she has Lyn out. She can bring up like massive walls of fire. It's quite varied in what she can do, but it's all based on what one she's with at that time. But basically, one of the key differences in this fight is how Lucy, when she has her star dress, she can like switch between them on the fly. Like a lot of her bigger fights have her like switching between multiple of them in quick succession. Alear, when she engages into an emblem, she is basically stuck in that until a timer runs out. So she can't like disengage from that early. So it's basically a battle against like versatility versus maybe like raw power.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of it in terms of. Obviously, they've got things like Alear mainly fights with like swords and hand-to-hand combat, but can use other weapons. And Lucy obviously has her whip and like various other spells that she can use. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like most of what I have in terms of like talking about like what they can do. And here's just like some stuff that got made.
Oh, that's very cool.
Oh.
Who do you think wins?
Yeah.
I think Alear probably wins, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Because Alear, with one of her emblems, gives her the ability to use staffs, or staves, or however you pronounce it. But basically, there's a stave which is called Silence, which we all know what that does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which for a character who is heavily based on like magic and like magic in Fairy Tail works similar to like chakra from Naruto, where it's like everything runs off it.
I've always wondered about silence. Because when we did Chosen Undead Dragonborn, it actually worked out perfectly because silence, like the Dragonborn's magic, is like spoken.
Noise.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Does silence apply to spells that aren't spoken aloud? I forget Lucy's might be, or is it just a general like it just works on magic in general?
I think in Fairy Tail it just prohibits the use of not sorry in Fairy Tail in Fire Emblem it just prohibits the use of magic
Yeah.
or like staves
Gotcha.
and stuff because in
Yeah.
Fire Emblem they're not really like declaring attacks or like.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's just using that name because it's familiar with like people
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I do think it's really cool. I've always kind of been like, because I think we've never really had like a summoner fight, and it's a good idea, right? Like, it's like, why haven't we done it? And I know I'm a little bit Lucy Yuna because I really want Final Fantasy X, but I do agree that Alear is like we haven't had a ton of Fire Emblem in Death Battle, and Alear allows us to get like all of Fire Emblem in Death Battle in one go, right?
Well, this is one of the things I like about this is like there are definitely characters who do not. I'm gonna get some hate for this. Do not maybe warrant an episode because of their like popularity or status or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this means you can like bring them in. Like, look, you got them here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Marth, you know him from Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
He's here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is a very good Fire Emblem character to bring in for that reason alone. And like, I don't know, the series definitely deserves some fanfare. So
yeah, I like Lucy Yuna. I just prefer this one. That's all.
yeah, no, it's very cool.
For sure.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So is there anything like you wanted to ask or chat about or?
I mean, I assume 3D, like what 2D, 3D. What would you see for the fight?
Given the amount of like, even though both have like really good 3D models, given the amount of like transformations and summons and stuff like that, I imagine 2D like sprite based with maybe like some hand drawn would be easier for you guys.
let's not worry about easy. What would you want to see?
I mean, obviously, pipe dream. Like for $1 million at this, then yeah, 3D.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hand drawn Disney animation.
Live action.
Played in a movie theater.
Yeah. Live action. We'll just
live action puppets.
Stop animation.
Me in a dress versus also me in a dress doing sort of like a
that's Murphy, what we need right there.
Professor kind of thing. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a good matchup. I know we see it on Ballot Banter a lot. I don't know if you're the one putting the thumbnail in there.
But, I'm not the one who's submitting it, but yeah. I am the one who made the thumbnail.
Yeah, it looked the same. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It seems really cool, and getting most of the popular Fire Emblem characters in one. Although the rundown, like, you'd have to explain Ike and
I mean,
a lot.
I don't know if you'd have to like explain them too much because it's more about like what they bring for Alear.
Yeah.
Because they do explicitly say as well, like, we are not the same character.
Oh, they're like the essence of or spirit of the character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well then, yeah, you're right. We can trim it up. No, but I mean, the whole matchup, it sounds great. I think you got like the imagery. I mean, the fight makes a lot of sense as far as two summoners go. Because the one thing I feel like with Yuna is like these, Lucy maybe a little less so, but definitely Alear, like they can fight without summons very effectively, right?
Yeah. Like
so,
Alear, like you don't need to have an emblem attached to her, but obviously it's like the main thing. Like if you were to bring him in, like why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Like it a lot. Yeah, I don't got much else to say besides good pitch. Yeah, thanks for supporting the Kickstarter and getting the tattoo. That's so cool.
No, I'm glad glad you guys are back. Glad I could be part of that to help you guys come back.
I hope you've been enjoying the episodes.
Oh, I've loved them so far.
Good.
Did you see the Mahito Shigaraki preview?
Yes, and
sneak peek.
I'm so happy it's in the subway because I was like, please, please.
Yeah.
If their whole ability is like touching each other and then killing the other, it's got to be in a tight space, to make use of that. So yeah.
Yeah, because I saw someone like theorizing it would be like in an alleyway, but I was like, oh come on, like Mahito gets his shit rocked in the subway, it has to be there.
It's pretty good. I think people are gonna like it. But yeah, thanks a lot. That's all I got.
No, I'm glad I could have this opportunity, and just have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.